What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It has been a minute since I hopped on this microphone and gave y'all my thoughts. Y'all know this is another random episode of Charlie Please. Um, and I'm just here to talk to y'all for a minute. I know it has been crazy since the last time I spoke to y'all, but hey, we here now. New week, new beginnings, right? So I'll just jump right into it. I want to start with when friendship starts to get weird, how we got to get the fuck up out of there. Um, yeah, I have found myself in a situation to where you gotta let go of what no longer serves you, and it sucks because you think you're gonna rock with somebody forever, like this your life partner, especially in female form, and you just realize that it ain't that no more, and it really does suck. Like it really, 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 really sucks, right? But I'm not the type to cry over spilled milk. I just found myself being in a situation with somebody who I was really, really close with at one point in time. We had a couple of hiccups over the last year, and it's not the same. It's just simply not the same. It is the best way I can put it. If you think about what they say, like you take a plate, you break it. Even if you put it back together again, you're still gonna see those cracks. That's where I'm at with this situation. So I at first my feelings was hurt by it. Like, damn, I thought it was us forever, but it's not. And I've grieved it. I've had my moment to cry over it, and now I'm over it. So, peace and blessings to all parties involved. Want to give y'all an update about my grad school program. God is funny. Okay, got a letter to get in the honors program. Which why the fuck, if I'm an honors student, do I have to pay to get in an honors program? That's a story for another day, but I paid the $62 to be a part of Pi Alpha Alpha. That is the Honor Society for Public Administration grad students, right? Got in with a 4.0 GPA. Just took my final yesterday. Bombed the fucking final. Had an A all the way up until the final. Bombed the final and got a fucking 75 in the classroom. Got a C. So I have 7 A's and 1 C in my grad school program. And at first I was mad, like, damn, that's fucking my GPA, da da da. But it's like, man, listen, it is what the fuck it is. I did what I could when I could. And baby, C's get degrees, and that's all you really fucking need. So I emailed my teacher, see if he could fuck with me on the grade. Like, yo, I done had an A up until this point. Basically, white man said, no, little nigga girl, get the fuck out of here. No, he didn't say that. But he basically was not budging. So he was like, the grades is already weighted. Da da da. I'm like, hey, cool. I get it. I'm not about to kick and scream and moan about it. But then this ass hat gonna ask me, do I want to go over the test? No, I don't. I really, really don't. And don't ask me no stupid shit like that again. Um, Neither here nor there. What else I want to talk to y'all about? Oh, so y'all know when you try to do a thing and start a thing and grow a thing and be a part of a thing, you have to say no to some things or walk away. And I will say this to anybody listening: walk away from opportunities that do not serve you or no longer serve you, for whatever reason. It can be something big, it can be something small, but you don't owe nobody your peace and your sanity. You don't owe nobody trying to eat stuff down or force it down so it can be palpable, right? And when you get out of there, leave with grace. Just leave with grace. No hard feelings, no, weird energy. It's just, hey, we couldn't do a thing this time, but peace and blessings, right? So I found myself, I've done that quite a few times this year alone. And it's like, man, is it me? Is it da da da? But I think what God is trying to show me is slow down. Stop being so excited. Actually think about what you're getting to into and calculate those risks. And I think in the situation I walked away from, I was too excited, too giddy. And when I got in the thick of it, I was like, oh shit, this ain't what I thought it was. But lessons learned, right? Lessons learned. Um, so I'm just finding myself like, hey, as more things start to come my way, just to sit on it. Don't be so anxious to say yes, thinking that, oh, they don't take me, they're gonna go to the next person. And if they do, whoop de fucking do. Okay? But I'm learning to sit down and marinate over the things that's being presented to me. I'm learning to sit back and realize that, hey, everything don't need a reply right away. And just kind of wait and manifest on some stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about, Black Book Bash. Yes, as you all know, myself and my girl Nisha was at the Black Book Bash last week in Jacksonville, Florida. Had an amazing time. Okay? Amazing time. I am so glad that Casey and the team saw fit for us to be a part of it as moderators for panels. And let me just say, I said it on the podcast with Finding Ratchet last week, but I'll say it again. That was more of, it was a family reunion. Don't get it twisted. But that was more of a networking opportunity. And I think Talia Cadet said it best. People that were involved in the ecosystem of the book industry was in that place. Whether you was a publisher, an author, narrator, literary critic, agent, reader, content creator, influencer, podcaster, everybody had a role. Everybody had a job that's a part of this ecosystem. And I am so thankful that I got a chance to witness that. That was my first book event in this book space. I've gone to other ones like way back in the gap when I was little with my aunts. But to be of that magnitude, it was great. I met some really cool people. It's cool seeing people in line that you interact with on the socials, but actually seeing them, touching them, feeling them, hugging them, giving them their praise in person. That is that's just different. That experience is just different. I will say this too. Like, okay, and y'all can tell me in the comments if I'm crazy. So I'm never going to be one of those people that be like, oh, I'm shocked people know me. Oh, I was so surprised that people knew my name. I'm never going to give that tea because I know people know who I am and my platform and what I'm about, right? These are things I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm messing with stuff on my table, if y'all can hear that. So these are things I know. I just didn't know the magnitude of people that knew me. Like, I knew, in my hood language, I knew niggas knew or niggas know. I didn't know niggas know. Okay? So for me, I'm just like, oh shit, these people really, they know me and they mess with me. That's kind of cool. So it was really cool to be amongst my peers, to be recognized for authors just come up to me and be like, girl, I love your content. I like your podcast. And just regular readers like, oh my God, there go Charlie. I'm just like, baby, I am nobody. I'm a girl from South Memphis, born and raised in the hood. That made $1 out of 15 cents. I like to read, and now I'm here, right? But it was just so cool. People coming up on you, showing you love, bigging you up, hugging on you, loving on you. I just really enjoy myself. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, of course, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that there was a little drama surrounding 3Bs, and we ain't got to get into it. I won't get into it. It's just, I hate that moment was taken away from that event. I'm not here to point fingers and say shoulda, woulda, coulda. Who should I don't even give enough fucks about that to even go there. I just fucking don't, right? Like, that is the least of my worries. But what I will say is, I do not like the fact that people who weren't there had so much to say. And it's one of them things you literally, quite fucking literally had to be there. And if you weren't there, nobody's mad at you. You just weren't there, but don't speak on things that you weren't there to witness. So I said all that today to say, sorry, I'm getting tongue tied, that it was a great event. I truly enjoyed myself. I ain't gonna hold you. What else I got to talk about? Oh, Reading Rainbow is back, y'all. Take a look. Is it a book? I can't sing. Found out that Michael Threets is revamping the show and they have a new young lady to sing it. Do not know her name, but I am so excited about that. I think being the millennial that I am and the way I live in nostalgia in these crazy ass times, we all need a little reading rainbow to let us know that we once were a proper fucking country. And although Michael ain't Lamar, baby, he gonna have to be close enough. I'm tuning the entire fucking in. I need to find out the dates and time because I too want to try to relive that. And let me say, I'm not expecting it to be like the original Reading Rainbow. I hate people when they try to remake the remake and it don't hit the same. I want Michael to come in and make that show his very own. Kind of like what Bel Air did. Like, they took the show in a new direction, but they still pay homage to the ones that came before them. If they take that route, I think we're going to be good. If he tries to recreate what LeVar Burton did, no, we don't want to see that. We want Michael to thrive in the capacity in which he can thrive in. So I'm looking forward to that. What's next on my list that I can talk to y'all about? Oh, BookCon had their ticket sales a couple of weeks ago. And that VIP package sold out for $900 and them people didn't bat a fucking eye. Also, the website had a glitch. Do you think them people cut up and act a fool? At least I didn't see it. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of book threads, bookstagram, book talk. But I want to say that to say this. They paid their money and they understood technology only works how it's supposed to work when it needs to work. I didn't see nobody get threatened. I didn't see no think pieces. I didn't say people say F the organizers. I ain't see none of that shit. And I ain't about to go look for it. And don't tell me that it happened because I don't give a damn goddamn it. I didn't see it. I ain't saying all that to say we got to do better. We have to do fucking better. Because it's only us that treat us like that when we not getting our way. Come on, y'all. Come on. But they sold that $900 ass package. And all it had was some complimentary water and charging stations. But, you know, I digress and still I fucking rise. But, child. Child. Y'all, guess what? Let me shout out Black Romance Book Festival right quick. Let me shout out Lauren Lacey and the team. Let me shout out to the fact they be really putting their foots on our necks, but in the best way. This week, Black Romance Book Festival announced that Zane is going to be at the fucking festival. I wish I had a round of applause on this goddamn Zane. The motherfucking Zane. We talking about Addicted Zane. We talking about Afterburn Zane. We talking about Skyscraper Zane. We talking about the Zane that had the goddamn show on Cinemax. We had to sneak and watch when we was little Zane. Yeah, that Zane. Mamas is pulling up to the BRBF. Now, BB and me, I immediately hopped on my Zoom and sent a message to the BRBF team via threads and was like, listen, please tell me that Zane is going to have a private signing or something. Y'all can't put that lady out in the wild with everybody else. I'm sorry. That ain't going to happen. And the fact that it's the Arthur girl is saying, oh, we going to be in that line too. I hope like hell y'all got a whole conference room for this lady with velvet rope. Because when I tell you that is Black literary royalty, she is the one who started my reading of smut and Black erotica. Baby, when I tell you Zane is that girl, yeah, I'm going to be all up and through there. Another thing I did mention to Black Romance Book Festival is that I would love to see them honor Eric Jerome Dickey. He is from my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. I was introduced to him by my aunts because they used to do, books and all that back in the day. And I know that if he was here, he would love to see what the book community has turned into. And I put it out there. I said, hey, he's no longer with us, but is there any way we can get this man his flowers and honor him? And the BRBL person running the account that day said, we love this idea. Yes, I hope they see it through. I really, really hope they see it through because EJD was him. Okay? EJD was that nigga. EJD, hey, he in my top 5, dead or alive, when it come to black literary writing. Sorry, not sorry. Be mad at your mama. And the last thing I close with is, as I said before, I am from Memphis, Tennessee. I now reside in Dallas, Texas. You know, Cheeto Benito and his minions have deployed the National Guard, the CIA, the FBI, and all involved to Memphis, Tennessee to quote unquote help with the crime. So, the reason that they're doing this, and I'm reading this from a news article, it says Memphis has one of the highest violent crime rates in the country, and federal officials state that the deployment is indeed to help or intended to help reduce street and violent crime in the city. Here's my thing with that. I am a person that works in public health and social services, and I do a lot of statistics for the unhoused, unsheltered, transition shelter, poverty, crime, whatever, right? If you look at the economic wealth gap between black and white residents in Memphis, Tennessee, it will make you want to throw up. It'll make you want to throw up even more when you realize that Memphis is 65% black. And their white counterparts, which is about 25-30% white, is outpacing them in salaries. I say that to say, you cannot expect for a city that's low on resources, money, education, training, and whatever else to not be filled with fucking crime. Until y'all fix that issue, you're going to continue to have the issue with crime and violence. When I grew up in Memphis, Memphis was a thriving and abundant city. I remember being in elementary and middle school, even high school, people would be moving from St. Louis, Milwaukee, Mississippi, Chicago, Kansas to come live in Memphis because Memphis was a thriving black city. What Atlanta is today, Memphis could have been had we not had the wrong leadership. But that is a story for another fucking day. The mayor in Memphis now, Mr. Paul Young, I don't know what the entire fuck he got going on over there, but it ain't even for me to figure out right now. But don't sit up here and say, oh, y'all need help because niggas is wildin'. Niggas is wildin' because they ain't got hope for nothing else. They don't. If your kid's hungry, grandma need a hip replacement with her medicine, roof leaking, car ain't got no gas, you gonna put a mask on. You gonna make something shake. I'm not saying it's right, but I understand it. And for the people who don't get that, it is easy to judge from a place of comfort. You know, everybody want to say what they could have, would have, should have been doing. Or the first thing say, go get a job. Yeah, you can go get a fucking job, but guess what? There's a thing. And there's a such thing as being underemployed. People think the easiest thing for you to do is say, hey, go get a job. Go get a job. No, you can have a job and still be living in a shelter because you can't afford 3 times the fucking rent. You can have a job and still, you'll get in more debt trying to get shelter, pay bills, maintain a car, plus all your other needs. You know, it's, I just want my city to get their shit together. I just want them to get it together. I just really want them to get it together. So, hopefully this doesn't end up being worse than what it is, because it's pretty bad. Like, it's pretty bad there. There is a movement called Free the 901. Now, Free the 901 is a movement that has launched in Memphis that opposes the federal intervention plan known as the Memphis Safe Task Force. The task force was announced in late September, and it involved deploying the National Guard and federal agents to patrol the city and the streets to combat the crime. So Free the 901 is basically saying, y'all full of shit, fuck y'all. And I know the girl, I don't know her name, but I know her name on Threads, and her other socials is Booker Squared. She is a political activist. She's from the city. She's been on the Hill. She's been protesting. She's been fighting against some of the shit that's been going on in Memphis. I mean, they got Elon down there running the whole AI factory, polluting the fucking air and water. Tesla then came in for little or no money. It's just all type of shit going on in the city, man. So I hope we figure that the fuck out and soon. My majority of my family's still in Memphis. I'm the only one here in Texas, so Whoo, child, it's ghetto right now. The thing I will close with, and I'll make a Substack written post about it, is that I think I want to start bringing my book reviews in written form to the platform. Just because I just feel like sometimes when you do the content or whatever and do the videos, yeah, that's cute, but I feel like they get lost in the shuffle sometime, and the algorithm don't always be on your side. And I just want my thoughts to be uninterrupted. Like Substack has been a safe space for that. I do want to thank y'all for showing so much love to my last article, We've Lost the Plot, about all the hoopla and BS that was going on in the book community last week. So many of y'all shouted me out, from authors to readers to content girlers. They was like, yo, you hit the nail on the head. And when I wrote that, I wasn't trying to get an atta girl or a pat on the back. It was just like, I'm frustrated. Let me write about this. And I thank y'all for that. So I want to do the same thing with my book reviews. I'm not gonna write about every book that I read, because that would be asinine. But I do want to break down the books that I found interesting, and I just want to take my time and not even critique, just give my thoughts on it. I don't want to say critique, because you say that word, people gonna say, "Oh, she about to start hating and chewing people up in written form." I am not. I am not here for that. I don't even do bad book reviews. So for me, I'm just ready to do that, and I'll see how I go. That's my phone thinking, y'all. My friends are going ham in my text message. But let me hop off of here. It's always love and light, peace and blessings. And remember to always plot and never scheme. All right. This is your girl Charlie. We'll speak soon.